And we're back to another edition of Let's Play. I'm your host, Nick Legato. I pulled this game out, mainly because I was having trouble with a different game that I was working on, so I had to cancel. I canceled it altogether. It was starting to get really annoying. And I wanted to pull a classic out. And I went, I guess the reason I pulled this guy out is it is one of the, in my opinion, very overlooked games of our time. And the series is kind of dying off because they got bought out, obviously. This is Enix who produces the game, but it's actually made by Game Arts. It's got some great storytelling. So this is, and during this time, while Final Fantasy VIII was getting ready to come out, this was a great game series that kind of pulled me away from Final Fantasy VIII. And I even thought in many ways it was better. So this is a Let's Play of Grandia, a game that needs no real explanation if you're a true RPG fan. If you've never played a lot of or explored the realm of RPGs, then this does need some explanation. This is a game that came out originally on Sega Saturn, and it did so well that it got ported almost a couple years later when the Saturn kind of failed and PlayStation took off. Game Arts decided to port it to the PlayStation, where it shined again. And you'll start to see a tendency of this during this time period. A lot of the really good Sega games getting ported to PlayStation games consoles. So this is one of them. Grandia in and itself, in my opinion, was one of the games that contended as the Final Fantasy Slayer, where you had games like Legend of Dragoon and Legend of Legaia and Lunar being remade for the PlayStation. I think this was the game that momentarily gave Final Fantasy a run for its money, specifically with Grandia's 1 and 2. And then it kind of, died out a little bit. But this game itself spawned 4 actual games. This game spawned 2 sequels, a specialty game known as Grandia Extreme, which is more for novelists. It came out with a Game Boy Color version, a Game Boy Advanced game. It also produced, I think, another PlayStation spin-off game called Museum or something like that. Anyway, it's a good game. You'll enjoy it. And I'll enjoy playing it! So, enjoy this Let's Play of Grandia as we get more epic footage and more epic music for my coming! Just kidding. Yeah, so this is a game, in my opinion, that also revolutionized JRPGs. It does stuff a lot different, too, than JRPGs of its time. Now you see it more now, more common now, but I mean, it's hard to describe without ruining it for you, so I will say nothing, and continue to say nothing. As we see this beautiful scenery, things are, let's see, things are starting to spurt up all over the place. They're roaming from the roots! No, those are buildings, actually. Wow, talk about population growth. Holy crap, it's the sun! I hear some nice bass trombone in there. We get some clouds. Now, this makes no sense to us now, but it will later. Holy crap, it's Chrono Trigger! Just kidding. But yeah, no, this makes no sense now, but it will be explained later. Okay, enough of that. Flying dildos in the future. And who would have thunk it? A fantasy RPG with chicks with wings. Fairy wings look like. It looks like, anyway. Dude, chicks with wings. So this is an interesting looking world that we're looking at here. And it appears now it's a very destroyed world. Now, what could be the cause of that? Well, we'll find out on our adventure! And there's the music composer. He's one of my favorites. Him and Nobuo Uematsu. Probably the best composers of the genre. Some people say Koji Kondo, but nah, he gets a little repetitive. These guys keep it pretty fresh. Alright, let's get started. Just kidding. Sorry, I get excited when I pull out games. Now this game kind of starts off a little slow. Not insanely slow, but it doesn't... It's hard to take seriously at first. But I shit you not, it picks up like a bat out of hell. He's gonna bust into a musical number here with the spotlight.
I guess I must have dozed off. I had that dream again.
I have a dream.
Bastards. They're hounding me.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Mullen, where are we now?
We're at the...
It's only been a half an hour since you asked last.
Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet?
You look tired, General Ball.
I keep telling you, Mullen. When there are no soldiers around, you should call me father.
Dun 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 dun.
Excuse me,
dun dun dun.
but Lieutenant Lean is still here.
Dun 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 dun.
It's just like you to answer like that.
Dude looks like this bartender at the local
But
bar I
you
go
know
to.
that
he smiles
Lean is
anyway.
a very special part of our military plans. Aren't you, Lean? The third excavation of the Salt Ruins is almost finished.
Don't say.
I'm counting on you too.
Okay, the
We've
usual.
assigned an elite battalion of our forces to this excavation.
You don't say.
I'm sure that we'll hear good news.
It's a lie.
The current time is 13:40 hours. Now passing through Parm airspace. Our ETA is 15:30 hours.
That's a sound I never
Lee.
want to hear again.
Open the viewports for General Ball.
Yes, Colonel Mullen.
Holy crap, she speaks. I would have thunk it. As they open the windows, we can see... Oh, it's blinding! And of course, there will be, yet again, another title drop. I swear, this is like the third title drop so far. This is the point where I'm sitting there going, well, 2 I can understand, but a third title drop? I think I know what the name of the game is called by the third title drop. Sure, why not? And we'll end that theme with a big orchestra hit. Thunk. And now we're taken to the Highlands of Scotland, where our adventure will begin after we have us some haggis. No, I'm just kidding, we're not really in Scotland. We're in a place with lots of cube-looking things. As we're being introduced to some kind of town here, as it spins around, spinning, 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 spinning. Just kidding. Figure out what the deal is with this in a moment. This looks like a town entirely made out of metal and stone, mostly metal, mostly dumpsters. Like large dumpsters welded into homes. And amongst this dumpster shame town pile, a little girl flees. I need an adult! I need an adult! Whoa! I am an adult. No! Okay, enough of that. Had to do it, had to do it. Okay, so apparently she's looking for something. And she goes out in front of the frickin' titty bar, it looks like. If you don't see it, I see it if you don't see it. I think that was a titty bar. Or it was a place where you can get liquor. Okay.
Hey, you.
Uh-oh.
This'll teach you, you punk.
Oh! Oh, that was actually kind of entertaining to watch him get hit.
Oh, Justin, not you again.
Who do you think it was,
You just
Avon?
don't learn trashing my shed again.
I didn't trash it. Why won't you listen to me?
You're a child!
I'm staking my pride as a man and my soul as an adventurer on this treasure hunt.
You're right.
Shut up! There's no treasure in all that junk. Now you've completely trashed it.
Oh, that brought me joy.
Anyway, don't ever hunt for treasure in my shed again. You hear me, boy?
Yeah, good old-fashioned all-American discipline. Something we lack in our society today.
That awful man, he never, ever understands.
Also, beat it into you.
Justin!
Oh God, it's grating! Holy crap, her bow is a butterfly!
Justin! You okay? That sounded like it hurt.
Oh, Sue, did you see that? Don't worry. A punch like that, nothing to it. For a first-rate adventurer, it comes with the territory.
Right.
You know what else comes with the territory?
So how'd it go?
Not
Did
getting
you
beat.
find anything in the shed?
Nah, nothing at all. It really was all junk. Must have guessed wrong. But Sue, what about you?
Of course I found something.
You whip out... Oh my God, it's panties!
Here it is.
Oh no, wait a
the
minute.
legendary armor. I found it all by myself.
An apron, looks like.
Oh yeah. Puffy helped too.
I think it's called Puffy,
Here you go,
huh?
Justin. The legendary armor.
Dirty apron.
Great, Sue. That's the first one. That leaves the Shield of Light,
Yes.
the Warrior's Helmet,
Yes.
and the Spirit
Oh
Sword.
shit. You would've
Don't
fucking-
forget, we gotta get him by sundown or we'll lose. Yuck, I don't want to marry that awful god. You know, it's really your fault, Justin. You're the one that took Gons up on his dare. You'd better take responsibility.
Okay, I know. Come on,
Oh man.
let's go show this to Gons.
Well, it appears that they're now competing
Puffy, let's go
to
too.
wed a child. Something tells me that child services might be interested in this little game that they're playing.
We found it, Gons.
Just kidding.
The first treasure.
Yay! Now we gotta talk to this loser. Yeah. Excuses. Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, it seems that they're playing a game for the sanctity of Sue's marriage. So we get the battered pot. She gave us, I think, a clue for it. If not, he'll give you a clue if you ask, if you tell him. He'll tell you it's by the place where you hear water. These are apparently his friends. Friends of Gaunt's, anyway. There's like a bunch of redneck retards. Hello, boys. Place where you hear seagulls squawking. Okay, this one can take effort to find. There's also a side quest you can do where you talk to this guy in house number 2 several times and he gives you a letter to take to another town. But I never do that quest because you get nothing for doing it, and that's not a joke, you get nothing. Except a big fat smile on your face. I've done it twice, and so far I have gotten nothing from it. I did it once when I was younger, and I remember not getting anything for it. It's like a poke in the frickin' eye. So I've never really found it worth doing. I think it's a continuation quest, though. So we'll do it anyway, just to get it out of the way. It should be house number 2 here. One of these. That's that shed he got whipped at. He got the crap kicked out of. House number 2, first floor. There should be an old dude on the 2nd floor here. La 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 la. A letter, huh? Now, if you keep talking to me. Okay, so there we go. So we get the letter to Clara, which, if I'm not mistaken, warrants no reward, but we're gonna do it anyway for the cheap seats. For those of you who think that You should do it because it's important. It's not 100% completion. Blow it out your ass. 100% completion. Yes, I did. You don't see anything that looks like a sword anywhere. You're right. Okay, so apparently he's hiding this quote-unquote spirit sword in the treasure chest in his house, but we need to find a key. Now, if you may have already done this already, but if you wander around town, you'll run into him on accident. But because we found the other items first, this is Tense. He's Gaunt's little brother. And if you tell him that, he will obey and will allow us to find the key. Alright, so now we can find the key. It's usually along the water somewhere right about here. We found it! Okay, so we get the key for our trouble. Or otherwise he'll beat me up. Whiny little maggot. May you grow up and tell your brother to shove off. Alright, so we've done that. Now let's go ahead and head into Gantz's house. Gaunt's house. Gaunt's, whatever. Finally, over the treasure check. Yay! Okay, so we've done that. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, so now we have found the infamous spirit sword, quote-unquote. And thus we shall head back to Gaunt's, who's apparently... something's going on here. Look at that, Sue! Greg is telling Gantz off good. He's a chump. So let's go ahead and casually walk by here. Weren't you two playing together with Gaunt's too? There's no way I, Gaunt's, would be playing with Justin, me and John. Uh-oh. On the next episode of Cops, chasing children, violate the law. Just kidding. So obviously we are running away from the law here. We head into this restaurant. How do I know it's a restaurant? It looks like one. Yeah. Go ahead and hit.
Hey, Justin!
What the fuck?
Ouch!
My
Mom,
hand hurts.
what did I do?
How many times do I have to tell you? No dirty shoes in the kitchen.
Even so, you don't have to hit me
Yeah,
with
she
your
does.
tray.
Discipline.
Don't talk back to me. You know the rules of Seagull Restaurant. Always keep the kitchen
Why does it look like a
clean.
shithole?
Come on, I have worked. Out
Such
you
a
go,
jackass.
my little
Yeah.
troublemaker. You could at least help if you're going to be in the kitchen.
Lies.
Hello, Aunt Lily. If you keep whacking Justin's head, he's gonna
Too
get
late for that.
stupid.
Don't worry, Sue. Justin's brain can't get any worse than it already is.
Thanks, Mom.
Mom, I'm hurt. How could you say such things about your only darling
Has he
son?
looked in the mirror lately?
Well, why don't you just be good so I don't have to?
It's
Hmm,
fun to
Justin?
be mischievous.
I've been getting in trouble all day today.
Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to her again. Okay. She maybe doesn't sound like that, but whatever. So in order to keep this thing going forward, I wasn't doing anything. So. That's right, Aunt Lily. Justin didn't do anything bad today. No. I think his dad in the table yesterday. Kerplonk. He's gonna get that, you know. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned discipline, you know? It's called child abuse now for spanking. That's why kids are getting hurt. Because you allowed basic discipline to get away, and then parents are just pushed to the extreme limit. That's how they start killing their kids. I know that's it was quasi-sarcasm. I know that it's not really the case, but I just think children these days need that discipline that I had growing up. But no! Sure is. Someday I'll put my picture up along with the rest of those losers who apparently are adventurous. The kind of man alive, having his spirits now, huh? Apparently, the curator of the local museum, I guess, this is what usually a curator is apparently has a piece of my property. I have to go and reclaim it with fiery vengeance. And now we're getting a story of how something here. That's just like Dad. What happened then? Your dad, the pirate leader, decided to give up being a pirate on the spot, huh? Was it because he was hung like a stable boy? Lily the Skull, ha 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 ha. Yep, she was a pirate. Scissor me timbers, arr. Great. So she was a pirate in days of yore. Well, at least we know. Yeah. Oops, wait a minute. So this is something that happens in the game frequently, where you have these dinner scenes where you learn a little bit of backstory, and you can keep prying for more information if you want, but it's really, in my opinion, it's unnecessary. I never found a reason to do it. So we get a poison antidote by searching Justin's room here. We'll get a... What is this? A first aid kit, and some money. Money! Okay. So, there's all of our money there. Now, if you want to waste time doing it, you can get free money from Lily by telling her she looks pretty. She got a pretty mouth. Okay, so all of the holy crap, all of the sacred quote-unquote stuff, we're going to stash. These are stashing places. We're also going to stash Claire's letter as well. We don't need to hold on to it. But these stashing places are great. You'll find them all over the world. And when you're carrying way too much junk, that's the place you want to do it. While we're here, too, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to go ahead and put that wooden sword on Justin here. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go. Now we need to go to the curator's museum here, where we will find out about this quote-unquote spirit stone. First things first, another small side quest here. Sure, we'll help you look for it, because we're friendly people. We're great people who help those in need. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've got one more thing we gotta do. We need to go into this general store here. And we're gonna have some shopping! So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and buy us a hand dart. I always use the trade feature because there's no reason to really backorder Snudge. So this is an upgrade for Sue because she kind of needs it. Her attack is a little pathetic. Though that didn't help much, it'll help a little. Let's get us some of these here. So let's put that there. Let's put that guy there. And let's go ahead and get a new ribbon while we're at it. And we'll trade that ribbon in for the regular ribbon that Sue is wearing. There we go. So that's all the equipment we can probably get at this point of the game. So, you know, obviously if you grind in an area, you can probably save up enough for the other stuff, but it's not really necessary to do that. So we know she's missing a thing. This must be the mother here. And I think it's like right around here. Yep, there it is. So there's the little girl's pin. Yay! So let's go ahead and take this to the little girl. Is this the pin you were looking for? Yay! You're welcome. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go talk to the mother. right. Who's your daddy? So out of that, we get the wound sow. So, okay, so we've done all that. Now we're inside the museum here, the Ball Museum. Or I think it's Bale, but whatever. So let's go ahead and talk to the curator. Hi, Mr. Curator. Hello. My God, he looks like a creep. Looks kind of creepy. And now he looks happy. Mysterious face makes him look creepy. Like he's watching you through a window, bogged up by the breath of dew. Anyway, according to the Angelo myth and told in Parm, Curious used the power of the Spirit Stone to grant its dream world. Stories are told of floating cities and ships that travel to the stars. And he spits in my face. That's probably what he sounds like, I swear. Oh, God. For just a minute. Oh my God, she's so cute, it actually hurts. It hurts my brain when she talks. Archaeologically, these kings must have created the spirits and spirit stones in order to justify their presence. Yakety schmackety. Oh my God. It's like two nerds at a convention that I don't care about. Okay, so apparently he couldn't tell if the Spirit Stone Justin had was real or fake, but apparently they're not, they're myth, it's a myth that they exist, so they can't possibly be real. Why don't you try analyzing it for some hints? Sure. You failed at your job, so you want a little child to do it for you. What a jackass. Okay. Alright, so let's check out this Angelonian thing, or Ikarian statue discovered at the Dome Ruins. It means you knew of the Dome Ruins on the new continent of Valencia. Other people's adventure stories. Valencia is awaiting me with mountains of exciting things. You don't say. Fail! Oh, he's a winner. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I swear it's like a Laurel and Hardy film. Is that right? I don't know. I don't even think I said it right. Anyway, so they go and fix the statue. Kind of. As the head is now coming out of the statue's rectum. Oh, God. Boo! Alright, so let's go ahead and head out of here. And go see the curator here. There it is! I was keeping it in my pocket so I would always be ready to give it to you when I see your smiling faces. Something happened? Dun dun dun! Oh, God. Usually just telling him what happened will work. But and then if you keep doing choice number one, you know, it'll just keep repeating. So obviously you tell him the truth and he doesn't believe you. But if you broke that statue, my poor heart couldn't take it. You have a heart, it's a lie! Just like the cake. And we get ourselves a letter of introduction. Seeing the Salt Ruins again, I arranged for 2 people to visit. Wow, really? Hey, I met that guy, right? Oh, God. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure you're not a pedophile in disguise. Okay, so we get the letter of introduction. I even think it's in our inventory, too. Yep. Alright, so let's skedaddle here. Since that's all there really is to do. Okay, so we've gotten new gear. We've done everything that needs to be done for the moment. So let's see. Uh-oh. We've been caught. Yeah. Yes, we will come back and apologize. Never. So let's head out of town and head to our first area, the Marna Road. The Marna Road. Which is pretty much like the Outworld, but really, or the Overworld, but this is the dungeon, really. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Grandia, Other than that, this is a save point where you can recover your HP to full, save your game, and whatnot. So on the next episode of Let's Play Grandia, we're going to traverse the Marna Road and make our way to the Salt Ruins. We'll see you then.